These surroundings are quite familiar for you, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Yeah, I was here when I was a kid, under 14s to under 16s. Didn't work out in the end, so I left obviously to join Grimsby Town. But I'm glad to be back now. Glad to be back.
My understanding of you is this: you were with us in our centre of excellence at under 14 level to under 16s. And then when the time came for you to be offered a scholarship, we did offer you a scholarship at that time, but you chose to go to Blundell Park.
Yeah.
Why?
It wasn't right for me to stay, Steve-O, to be honest with you. There was things around the club that I wasn't happy with.
What year was this? This
was 2 years ago, 3 seasons ago. So what would that be? 2006, something like that. It wasn't right for me to stay. I wasn't happy, and I didn't think I'd develop enough as a player and improve like the way I wanted to. Certain people left the club, i.e. like Chris Phillips, who's back now as a goalkeeping coach. He left, and I didn't believe that I'd improve as a player enough. So I got the opportunity to go to Grimsby. Neil Woods took me there, the youth team coach, absolutely fantastic with me, and it was the best decision of my life without a doubt.
So you don't regret it?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's been an up and down sort of two and a bit years at Grimsby, but I don't regret it at all. No.
So where are you from?
I'm from a place called Bakewell, so it's not far from here, about 40 minutes or so. So I'm quite a local lad. I know the surroundings, and so it's I can live at home now. So my mum and dad are happy about that. But so yeah, I know the place quite well.
Less travelling for you?
Yeah, less travelling. Yeah, I've been living in digs for the last two and a bit years in Grimsby, which I really enjoyed, to be honest. It didn't affect me. The first year or so affected me, being a bit homesick and that, but once I got used to it, I absolutely loved it up there. But it's nice to be back and nice to be at home for a bit.
Incidentally, just out of interest, who was the first team manager when you decided to leave?
It will have been Billy Dearden. I think it would have been, yeah, Billy Dearden, and Paul Holland was the assistant at that time. It was the youth team coach, obviously being Dave Jervis, yeah.
And when you came through the doors today with a big grin on your face, you said to me straight away that this place has really changed since you were last here.
Yeah, definitely has. There's, like I said, it's a completely different club now. Obviously, I recognise the surroundings, but there's no one here. There's no similar faces. I think there's only about 2 lads that I know that are still here.
Who are they?
Tom Naylor, still know Tom Naylor, and Grant Ryan. They're the only 2 lads, and obviously Chris Phillips, a goalkeeping coach. But apart from that, it's completely different. The atmosphere seems a lot better. It seems a lot happier place to be at, and I can see Mansfield doing really well.
Can you just tell then a difference in atmosphere from now than from when you were first here?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think the club's properly run now. They've got the right people in charge, and yeah, you can definitely tell a lot better atmosphere between the players, the staff. And I've only been here an hour. You can tell such a difference, and it's a happy place to be now. You can tell already.
Is it a better club than Grimsby?
I wouldn't say it's a better club. It's a massive club to be in this division, and Grimsby's still a big club, and I love it there. I wouldn't call them at all, but it's there with Grimsby. I'd definitely say, yeah, it's a great club, to be fair. It's a great club.
That was a bit naughty of me. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. No, it was a bit of a trick question for me there, wasn't it? That's all right. No problem.
What are your strengths? You're a big lad.
Yeah, I'm a big goalkeeper, 6'4", big strong lad. Got to be loud. Got to command your area. Everyone says goalkeepers, you can be a good shot stopper. You've got to be a good shot stopper. But I'm going to be aggressive. You've got to be as a 6'4" goalkeeper, and just command your area.
Let's talk a little bit about footballing matters now. Your time at Grimsby, the 3rd choice keeper there, but you also had a spell on loan at Ilkeston, but you weren't quite the number 1 there. Just explain your situation at Blundell Park and then at the new Manor Ground.
Well, yeah, I'm 3rd choice at Grimsby at the moment. I was offered a 6-month professional contract in the summer. Came in pre-season. Started off quite brightly, I thought, and then I got injured, reoccurring injury on my knee. I've had problems with my knee, sort of the end of last season. So I had another operation and missed all the pre-season, missed the pre-season games, so I fell down the pecking order, and I've been 3rd choice. So last month I was on loan at Ilkeston Town. I went there for 6 games, and for the first 5 games the keeper kept 5 clean sheets. So obviously it was the worst timing for me possible. You can't drop a goalkeeper when they're not conceding. He did fantastically, to be fair to him. So I was there for 6 games. He conceded 1 goal, and I left there. It was a good experience, but I couldn't stay there and not play football. I had to go out somewhere and get some games. So hopefully I'm here now to play and push Alan Marriott as far as I possibly can.
I mean, you mentioned Alan Marriott just there. Probably, I mean, this is a biased opinion, the best goalkeeper in non-league. Certainly up there. Of that, there is no doubt. What do you know about him?
I know he was at Lincoln for a good while, and I think they loved him up there. And I came a few weeks ago to watch Mansfield play Ebbsfleet. I think they won 3-0, and he looked different class, to be fair to him. So I've got a few mutual friends, and they all, say how good he is. So he's definitely a fantastic goalkeeper. But hopefully I'll be able to push him to try and get a starting place.
So what have you come here for?
I come here for an experience, the experience to get out, see different surroundings. But with it being my old club and Chris Phillips being here, I mention him again. It was quite an easy decision to make. But hopefully I can go out there and get some games. When I was a kid, I always dreamt of playing out there, to be fair. So it gives me another chance to get that opportunity. But hopefully just come here and push Alan Marriott as far as I can and hopefully get a few first team games under my belt.
You start straight away by going into tonight's squad. It's a long old trip, Barrow.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I spoke to the youth team coach at Grimsby on Sunday, and he said what a horrible trip it is, and they're not the nicest of sides apparently. But it'll be a good experience. He'll get me straight in there, get me straight in with the squad. Long trip, so I'll get to know him and kick on with training for the rest of the week and ready for the game on Saturday.
I'm pleased you're back here smiling. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks.